Hello, my name is Randy Beckett. I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I'm also board certified as a family nurse practitioner, and I have my doctorate in nursing practice. I work with Encounter Telehealth out of Omaha, Nebraska. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. For the past 3 years, I have been providing psychiatric care to people who reside in nursing homes and assisted living facilities in Iowa and Nebraska. At the current time, I have 24 facilities where I provide care for these folks. The range of people that I care for goes from young people, actually in their 20s or 30s, with severe mental illness or were the victims of head injury, to middle-aged people with severe mental illness or dementia, early onset dementia, to older people, elders with dementia, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. My patients run from their 20s to 100 years old. A common question is, do people relate to an image on a computer screen for healthcare? And the answer is yes. That's not only my personal experience with having done thousands of visits for telehealth, but it also is evident in the research. Studies have shown that well over 90% of people who are treated and cared for with telehealth and telepsychiatry are satisfied with their care. Also, the research has shown that the outcomes or the results of telepsychiatry are equal to that provided by face-to-face care. This includes psychotherapy. Patients having psychotherapy via telepsychiatry as well as medication management do just as well as people with face-to-face care. I've had patients who are very cognitive impaired who still converse with me on the computer screen, and they do fine. I've had very few patients or experiences where people are totally confused by the image. If they're totally confused by the image on the screen and the relationship that we have on the screen, then it's more likely that they're confused face-to-face as well. We're able to develop relationships this way, therapeutic relationships where they come to know me and I come to know them. And also it's easier on the folks because they don't have to leave the facility. They can just go down the hallway. Or often we bring the computer into the patient's room if they're unable to transport down to a separate room for the telepsychiatry visit, or if it's just easier for them. Also, with people with dementia, being taken in a van or a car to a different office with other people in the waiting room and a new environment can be very overstimulating and cause agitation and confusion. The other thing is that as we do the visit, I rely on the staff of the nursing facility to provide me with valuable information, including we go over all of the person's medications, not just their psychiatric medications, but all their medications to look for interactions or changes. We review what's been going on in their lives because those are in the nurse's notes. And then also the person I'm working with knows the person because they work in the same facility. And often they'll consult with the nurse and aides who work directly with the resident to give us more information. This is something that you don't get in an office visit because the nurse or the aide or the social service person who's working with me isn't at the office visit. And all you have are a list of medications, but you don't have the information that's available. So this is extremely important and adds a tremendous amount to the care that we're able to provide. The other thing is that you as family, loved ones or friends are able to sit in on visits, and you can combine a visit to your family member or friend with the visit that we're doing for telepsychiatry. You can express your concerns in the patient's or resident's presence or outside the resident's presence, whichever is more comfortable for you and the resident. And also, it's a good opportunity to help explore what's going on with the resident and the medications that we're using and answer any questions you might have. Lastly, I'm available 24/7 for the staff at the nursing facility to call me with any concerns or questions. So if they have a question or something comes up with your family member, then they can call me and I get back to them immediately or as soon as possible, within hours rather than days. Also, I make it a policy to extend the offer to families to use my cell phone to call me if you have concerns. I'm happy to spend whatever time you need to understand or ask your questions or concerns. Family members are so important because you give history on the patient's background and also what's going on from your perspective in the patient's life right now. So we've had very good success with this technology and the use of telepsychiatry. We're able to bring psychiatric care to people in rural areas where psychiatric care is not readily available. And we're able to relieve their suffering and also many times reduce the medications that they're on. There are many medications that sometimes elderly people are put on that they shouldn't be on, and one of our primary goals is to reduce medications that might be harmful to them in the long run. So please feel free to ask any questions of the nursing staff, social service staff there at the facility. And if you would like to discuss this further, they have my cell phone number, and you can call and leave a message or text me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. It's an important relationship to have with the families, and I've really enjoyed taking care of these folks, and it is a really valuable service to provide for people in nursing homes and assisted living facilities. Thank you very much for your time.